Hey ghouls! Today I thought I would share with you what I got for Christmas. I promise you I didn't disappear. I had already recorded this video, I edited it, I uploaded it, I watched it, and I hated it. So this is take two. I'm hoping that this one's a little bit better, a little bit more coherent, a little bit more, I don't know, just better than the last one because the last one was terrible. Yeah, I've actually recorded a couple of videos and decided to not use any of them. So that's where I've been. Nothing too crazy. I just decided that I hated everything. So anyway, today I thought I would share with you what I got for Christmas. All of this stuff is from my partner. And yet again, he did not disappoint. There was definitely a theme this year. There was a couple of things that weren't on theme, so I'll probably share those first, and then everything else definitely had a theme. See if you can guess what it is. So the first thing that he got me that is not on theme, but was very cute and still really cool, obviously, was some little pin badges. You're not going to be able to see them probably because of my light, but they are from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, because we both love that show. Still haven't seen the movie. I've heard it's really good, but obviously it's completely different. It's a different group of characters to what's in the TV show. But we watched the entire TV show a while ago now. Way behind everybody else on that, but we really did enjoy it. We get why it's so good and has won awards. But yeah, we do love that show, and he managed to find a couple of pin badges. Jackie Daytona and Nadia one, because her logo for her club was really cool. So yeah, he got me those, which will go in my pin badge collection. The next thing that he got me, which was freaking adorable, and I use it pretty much every time I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking. I saw these advertised and I thought about getting one, but I thought that it's never going to work for anything that we like, because it's one of those iTunes player things. Do you know what I'm talking about? And yeah, he managed to actually get one. So I'm glad I didn't figure out that I could do it, because then we would have ended up with two. But yeah, he used our Halloween picture for the picture, and then went with the Cramps, Goo Goo Muck as our song. We do love Goo Goo Muck, but we obviously just love the Cramps. They're one of my favourite bands, one of his favourite bands. I mean, I'm wearing them today. And yeah, you just press the little button in the middle. It's a fridge magnet, by the way. You press the little button in the middle. So yeah, you press it again and it will stop. But yeah, I won't play too much of that song, so I don't know copyright. But yeah, I freaking love this, and I play it every time I'm in the kitchen cooking. I'll just walk past it and press the little button. So love that, really cute. So on to the theme of all the other things that he got me. So I don't know if you've seen any of my previous videos from like birthdays and stuff, but we have a thing. Well, he has a thing where he wants to get me The Crow, my favourite movie ever made, the original, not the remake. We've had this discussion, don't even get me started on the remake. The original Crow. He's managed to try and get me it on every single media possible. So now we're moving on to music side of it as well. So he managed to get me the CD, which is actually the score from the movie. It's not the soundtrack per se, if that makes sense. Like, it's the score from the movie on CD, so that's pretty cool. I do have the actual soundtrack, obviously, on record. I think it's harder to get the soundtrack on CD, but I'm surprised he even found this, because this would have been hard to find too. But yeah, love it, obsessed. That's on my Crow shelf. Another thing that he managed to find, which I was kind of surprised about and didn't even know existed until a little while ago. We were watching a YouTube video, because we love watching these guys that go around almost like thrifting, I guess, but like toys and collectibles, and then they talk about how much they're actually worth and stuff. And he came across some trading cards, and there was some from The Crow. And I was like, there was trading cards? So he managed to find 3, because these are really hard to come by. And yeah, he was like, oh, sorry, they're not like the most popular ones. I was like, it doesn't matter. It's shocking that you've managed to find 3 trading cards. So they each have like a scene from the movie. That's the shootout in the church. And then it sort of has a little blurb about that scene on the back. There's one of just the crow flying. And then that's Sarah on her skateboard skating in the rain. Can't rain all the time. So yeah, I was really surprised that he managed to get those, so I was well happy with that. So that's obviously going on my crow shelf, following on with the theme. And what I said about him getting me it on every media, he managed to find me the cassette tape of the soundtrack. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the actual soundtrack, so it's got my favourite song ever for my favourite movie ever, which is obviously The Cure with Burn. I love that song. It's probably my favourite song ever. This is my favourite movie ever. You see where I'm going with it. So I'm well happy to have that. I'm kind of surprised that he could even find that, because this is, again, gold dust. It has a little crack on it, but I don't care, because, like, I love this. I don't know how I didn't already have it when I was a teenager. I feel like I probably did, but I have no idea what happened to it. So I'm glad to have it back again. So that's going on my crow shelf. Carrying on with the theme. He also managed to get me this. I think it is just 3D printed, but I really like it because I'm a stickler for having a specific layout and having everything kind of symmetrical. And obviously my crow shelf had a big gap in the middle because everything's kind of pushed back on the shelf, but this sits perfectly at the front of the shelf, just to, like, you know, so it's just a logo, but it is 3D. It's quite deep actually. And then it's got like the crow printed on the back as well. So I thought that was really cool. Obviously it's going to be backwards for this because I film backwards. I don't know why my camera films backwards. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to flip it. I don't know. I probably look hideous flipped. Who knows? Who knows? We may never know. And then the final thing, which absolutely blew my mind. Now, before I show you it, he managed to find, because I didn't actually own any, and I don't know how I've gone my entire life without owning one, but I didn't have a figurine of Brandon Lee as the Crow. Obviously they're quite expensive. Even like now, I think since filming this last, like I said, I hated the original of this video. Since filming it last, I was saying about the fact that, like, oh, they don't make any figurines of him where, like, you know, it actually looks like him, because some of the ones that they released were a bit questionable, I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, why don't they release one? I mean, now you've got all the 3D printing, they can do the 3D scans from, like, other movies of his face and, like, make a really realistic one. They have. It's come out, I think last month or this month, I'm not sure, but it's amazing. It's like expensive. It's like $1,000, but there's a reason it's $1,000. It's got real hair, it's got like so many different things with it. Anyway, I digress. I always wanted one of the original figurines, but again, like I say, a lot of them were questionable. He managed to find one from the 90s. I cannot remember who made it, I'll check, but yeah, it was in the packaging. And this is where I'm going to piss some people off. It was in the packaging. The packaging, in my defence, was yellowing because it's from the 90s, and a lot of packaging from then, the acetate on the packaging would turn yellow because of, I don't know, whatever they were using. That's my excuse. So you couldn't see him properly. So give me a break. I did release him from his 90s plastic prison. I opened the box. I fought with myself over it. I was like, am I going to do this? Am I going to let him breathe the modern air?
It's in the modern air. It should be in a special house.
I did. I had to. So yeah, I released him from his plastic prison. And I have him here now. The crow that sits on his shoulder keeps popping out though, because it was obviously sat in the box for so long that it started to warp slightly, having never been used. But yeah, this is one of my favourite older ones because it's the best of a bad bunch, to be fair. And that is this guy. Check him out. He's frigging awesome. He's got a crow on his shoulder that, as I said, keeps popping off. His musical instrument, I know it's supposed to be on his back. I don't care. I want it round the front. Because I did love the fact that he was a guitar player. I love the way he stands in this figurine. And the face, to be fair, it won't focus on it. It's focusing on me. It isn't actually that bad. Hopefully you can see it. But it really isn't that bad. I mean, like I say, it's the best of a bad bunch, to be fair. So I was really surprised that he managed to find this, because when people get them, they don't really want to sell them. It is a McFarlane toy. They did do some pretty good ones. They still do. They still do good figurines. But like I say, this was my favourite of a bad bunch. And yeah, obviously you get your little figurine. You also get like a miniature of the original poster. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before in a video that I don't actually like the original poster. Because it wasn't very good quality. So obviously Brandon Lee died making the Crow, I understand that. But they did do press shots with him dressed as the Crow. So they could have made really good movie posters using those press shots, but did they? No. They went with a still from the movie when he bursts through the church doors. So he was really, on the posters, obviously they're quite big, so when they blew it up it was even worse. You could not see his face. It was all pixelated and it was just black either side, just chunks of black, because obviously he'd thrown open some doors and they just continued it up and it was just little him in the middle. So yeah, it comes with that poster. It doesn't look that bad small though, obviously, because, you know, it's not horrifically blown up and out of proportion. But it comes with that poster on like this almost like, well, it's supposed to be bones, and I think it is like an acrylic plastic. It's pretty cool. I mean, you've got loads of skulls on the back, and obviously it says Movie Maniacs on the front. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's starting to bubble a little bit because, like I say, it is from the 90s, and I think the guy person that had it before probably left it out in direct sunlight, I'm not sure, so it's a little bit warped, it's a little bit sticky outy, but I don't care. So yeah, that just stands behind him on my shelf. I love it so much. So yeah, that is what I got for Christmas. I will upload this video. Sorry it took me so long. I think by the time I've edited this and uploaded it, it will be February. Sorry about that. Like I said, I did already record this, but I really didn't like it. I didn't like how I sounded. I seemed moody, but it was because I was having like a bad time with my health, as we all know, health issues. I'm sick of talking about it now. But at the moment I'm feeling pretty zesty, so I thought I'll re-record it, and hopefully my energy is better this time, so let's hope so. And yeah, so yeah, I just thought I'd share with you what I got for Christmas because I was pretty excited. You know, it's pretty good. The boy did good. The boy always does good, let's face it. So yeah, that's what I got for Christmas. Let me know if you enjoyed your Christmas. I had a great time. Where I work was closed for Christmas Day and Boxing Day, which was kind of shocking because retail never does that, but ours did for once. And yeah, so it meant we had 2 whole days of doing nothing, and it was great. We stayed home. I cooked us a nice roast Christmas dinner. It was amazing, and it was just nice. We just watched The Grinch. It was awesome. I had a great Christmas. I don't normally like Christmas, but I'm starting to. We're creating our own little traditions, and yeah, I'm starting to really like Christmas now. And my tree was pretty. I don't care what anyone says. I uploaded that video. I did do that. I did upload that video, didn't I? I'm so terrible. I'm pretty sure I uploaded that video. She was cute. She was cute. I was proud. I was a proud mom. I miss her every day. I might just string some lights in the corner, pretend she's still there in spirit. Why can't we just have trees all year round? Like, why not? Anyway, that's it for this video. I've rambled on long enough. Let me know how your guys' Christmas was. Sorry it's a bit late. Better late than never. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.